Now, Jude Bellingham featured against Leipzig, of course, but we won't be seeing him this weekend against Celta or the following week against Osasuna. This is what he's had to say about what has turned out to be a two-match ban for him. He said, I didn't say anything offensive. I feel like at times, because I'm new, they want to make an example of me, which I'm cool with. I have to take responsibility for my actions. I think 2 games is a bit ridiculous. Now, remember after the full-time whistle when he was denied a goal, what would have been a winning goal for Real Madrid against Valencia, he said to the referee, it's an effing goal. Well, he didn't say effing, he said the actual.
And if it's a red, then you've got to take your punishment. You can't do it. We all know we can't do it. And some players still do it. And sometimes you get away with it, and sometimes you don't. And in that situation, he didn't get away with it. And as he said, he's going to have to take his punishment.
Frank, you've been a foreign player in a club. Have you ever had any similar moments like this in your career?
Well, not because I was insulting the referee, because I got a second yellow card against Leeds, and because I got that second yellow card, and the player that I didn't touch, Harry QL was, on the floor, blah blah blah. So I went and I stamped on him, and I said, well, I know now why I get a red card, and they gave me they wanted to give me 10 game ban and everything. But it's funny that after I became referee's target, and every game that I was playing, I couldn't contact any player. I was getting a yellow card after a yellow card, and even Gianluca Vialli, as my coach, went publicly and said, you have to stop that. It's becoming, very unfair. Okay, he did something bad, he apologized, he was punished for that, but you have to stop that. Jude Bellingham has to be careful. Yeah, they're going to target him because he's a fantastic player, and he's also somebody who has to show respect to the referee. He was aggressive when he came to the ref. Maybe, yes, I agree with the F word, and I know that's the first word that I learned, coming to England. But it's not what he meant, but the way that he put himself in front of the referee was very aggressive, and the referee felt offended, so I understand, and I agree with Stevie.
But there are definitely nuances of the F word, where maybe some foreign referees who don't speak English would not know
what she's talking about.
What he meant.
I'm waiting to see where she's going with it.
But I just wanted to add that. But I actually want to get your thoughts on Jude Bellingham talking about him being made an example of, that he says they're making an example of me.
In this instance, I don't agree. Listen, and I sympathise with Jude Bellingham. On the day, I fully understood why he reacted. And I think he was shown the red card because he just happened to be the right player in the right place, so to speak. A number of Real Madrid players had surrounded the referee. Who knows what they were saying? But I think the referee was just at the point of having enough of the Real Madrid players kind of being in his face and protesting. And then all of a sudden, Jude Bellingham comes running in. And it's just there. And so he just showed up certainly as far as Jude Bellingham is concerned, at exactly the wrong time. Had he been there earlier, I don't think it would have been adjudged as harshly. But the law is the law. And once you get that red card for comments that you made, you're going to get a 2-game suspension. And I don't think, Jude is entitled to think that it's more harsh and whatever those reasons are. I think once you get that red card for that reason, you're going to get 2 games. And that's just standard across the board. So I don't agree with Jude Bellingham's assessment, though I continue to believe that it was a little bit harsh and it was more just a case of, again, him just arriving at exactly the wrong time.